Ah, there you are. Welcome to the Black Quill. Come in, make yourself comfortable. Perhaps a cup of tea, a strong coffee, or even a glass of wine is in order. Go ahead. Once you're settled, draw your blanket a little tighter and dim the lights, because tonight we delve into the shadows where nightmares are born and whispered stories come alive. Are you ready? Good. Let us begin. Tonight's story, The Horror from the Woods. I still wake up in cold sweats, the echo of that scream ringing in my ears. It's been months since that night in the woods, but the terror feels as fresh as if it happened yesterday. We were just a group of friends looking for a weekend escape. How could we have known we were walking into our own personal horror movie? It was Jake who suggested we go camping. Come on guys, he said. It'll be fun. No cell phones, no distractions, just us and nature. God, how I wish we'd never listened to him. The first day was great, I'll admit. We hiked, we fished, we roasted marshmallows around the campfire, and told ghost stories like we were kids again. It wasn't until that second night that everything went to hell. We'd all turned in early, exhausted from the day's activities. I was just drifting off when I heard it. A scream that cut through the night like a knife. It was so raw, so primal, that for a moment I thought I'd dreamed it. But then I saw the others stirring in their sleeping bags, and I knew it was real. Did you guys hear that? Sarah whispered, her voice trembling. Probably just a mountain lion or something, Mike said, trying to sound brave, but I could hear the fear in his voice. We were all on edge, straining our ears in the darkness. Just as we were starting to relax, it came again, louder, closer, unmistakably human. We have to check it out, Jake said, already reaching for his flashlight. Are you insane? I hissed. Haven't you seen any horror movies? This is how people die? But Jake was already unzipping the tent, and the others were following. Peer pressure is a hell of a thing, even when you're scared out of your mind. So, I went as well, cursing under my breath the whole time. We moved through the woods like a group of terrified deer, jumping at every snapping twig and rustling leaf. The beam of Jake's flashlight danced erratically across the trees, creating monstrous shadows that seemed to reach for us. And then we saw her. She burst out of the underbrush like a ghost, her white nightgown torn and stained with what looked horribly like blood. Her feet were bare and bleeding, her eyes wild with fear. Please, she gasped, collapsing at our feet. Please, you have to help me. He's coming. He killed them all. Sarah was the first to react, kneeling beside the woman and trying to comfort her. It's okay. You're safe now. Who's coming? What happened? The woman's eyes darted around frantically. We were camping, just like you. He came out of nowhere. He was wearing a mask. He did terrible things to them. He made me watch and said I was next. She broke down, sobbing, and I felt a chill run down my spine. This was wrong. All wrong. We needed to get out of there, now. But my friends were already helping her up, offering words of comfort and safety. Don't worry, Mike said. We'll protect you. Our camp isn't far. We can call for help from there. The woman looked up at us, and for a split second, I swore I saw something change in her eyes. A flicker of something. Triumph. Anticipation. I don't know. She stood up, stopped walking and just looked at us, then whispered in a sing-song way. That's what the last one said, a sickly grin playing across her blood-stained mouth. Before I could process what she meant, before I could shout a warning, a massive figure burst from the shadows. The masked killer from her story, but he wasn't chasing her. He was with her. They were together. A pair of sick, twisted murderers preying on innocent people. What followed was a blur of violence and screams, knife swings and blood everywhere. My friends fell one by one, victims of their own compassion. I ran, blind with terror, branches whipping my face as I crashed through the underbrush. I don't know how long I ran, or how I found my way out of those woods. The next thing I clearly remember is sitting in a police station, trying to explain what had happened to skeptical officers. They searched for 3 days, but they found nothing. No campsite, no bodies, not even any evidence that I'd been in the woods at all. They chalked it up to a bad mushroom trip or a mental breakdown. But I know what I saw. I know what happened that night. I know my friends are all missing, and every time I close my eyes, I see that woman's face, hear her whisper. That's what the last one said. I don't go camping anymore. I don't even like to be outside after dark, because I know they're still out there. The woman and her masked partner, waiting for their next group of good Samaritans, waiting to turn kindness into a death sentence. And sometimes, on quiet nights, I swear I can still hear that scream echoing through the darkness, calling out for help that will only lead to horror. And so, our journey into the shadows comes to an end, for now, but the stories never truly stop, they linger, waiting for the right moment to find you again. If you enjoyed tonight's tale, do remember to subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with those who dare to tread the darker paths. Until next time, keep your lights low, your blankets tight, and your mind open to the mysteries of the unknown. This has been the Black Quill. Farewell for now.